lucky. The luckiest girl in the world. I am the luckiest girl in the world. I'm so sorry, guys. I apologize. I said I was gonna get on my game with YouTube, and to be honest, you guys, you are going to literally hate me. First of all, Happy New Year. I know I'm a whole month late to that. If you guys have followed me over on Instagram, then we've been in touch. We've been in contact. You guys have been up to date with my life, with my crazy shenanigans, with my traveling, all the good stuff. So this is why it's no excuse. But if you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me, because I promise you guys, I'm active on there 24/7. But pretty much this past like month and a half, 2 months, I have lived like a whole life. And this is where you guys are gonna hate me, because I actually was in Dubai at the end of the year, the beginning of the year. I was there for like a month, and I really wanted to document so much for you guys on that trip. And I know I said in my last vlog that I was going to, but it was just so hectic. I had a lot of work opportunity, which was so good. I had a lot of business that I was working on there, but then also I had a lot of pleasure with just enjoying the moment. Starting my new year in Dubai was the best decision I ever made for myself, and I apologize for not vlogging and not keeping you guys updated, but it was truly what I needed. But we are here with another video, and I actually have a jam-packed video for you guys. I'm coming back with a bang. So grab your drink or your tea, your wine. I'm cheating. I'm actually not having wine, guys. I just wanted to be like a little bougie. Remember I always talk about romanticize your life? I drink everything out of a wine glass, okay? So yes, I am pouring my prime into a wine glass with ice cubes. But you know what? I feel a little more bougie when I do it out of the wine glass. But today's video is on confidence, and it's a good one. I got a lot of stuff for you guys, and take your notes because it's going to be a lot of great value. So if you are looking to build confidence, this video is for you. Confidence in your life, confidence in, you know, what you're trying to achieve, confidence in your goals, confidence in that business you're creating, in that side hustle, in your life. Because guys, confidence, a lot of us don't start with that. I did not start with that. I might look like some confident girl on social media or running a business online, doing X, Y, and Z, but I did not start as this girl, okay? I was once the most shy, introverted, scared, unskilled, timid, at all the above. But I'm not that girl that I once was, because I worked on all these things, and this is exactly how. Okay, we are diving straight in with number 1, which is feeling accomplished. You will build confidence when you feel accomplished, and you will feel accomplished by having goals, okay? Now, goals are important, of course, but for someone who's starting out with no confidence or they lack confidence, you are actually going to go backwards if you set these outrageous, far-fetched goals that you never end up achieving. Like, trust me, I've been there, done that. I remember when I first launched my online business, I was like, I'm gonna become a millionaire. Of course, I did not hit that goal overnight, let alone in a week, a month, let alone even a year. So what would have happened if my eye was only set on one prize, which was becoming a millionaire, and I did not hit that goal in 1 year? I would be crushed. I would lack all the self-confidence, because I'd be like, I totally did not hit that goal. I'm this, I'm that, I suck, I'm not capable. I would have all the negativity in my head because I didn't hit that goal. So goals are important, but I more so want to talk about, especially for you listening to this, that you're trying to build that confidence, having small attainable goals. You need to be able to build evidence within yourself that you are able to take action. That in itself is going to create a sense of confidence. I was able to take action onto this. That means I can take action onto the next part. Oh wow, I was able to take action onto this. I can take action for even more. And when you're doing this bit by bit by bit by bit, that's when you end up then reaching that outrageous big goal. For example, let's say someone wants to really create a massive social media brand. You really want to become a full-time influencer on social media. I don't know, I'm just using that as an example. If you just set one goal for yourself that in 2024, I am going to be one of the biggest social media influencers that makes, a full-time income on social media. I'm working with the biggest brands. Like, I am the best of the best influencer. That is that is incredible that you have that vision. That's great. Vision is important. But okay, let's start ticking off, because right now you might be someone who does not do social media. You're not good on camera, let alone you don't even have content out. Like, it's a very far-fetched goal. You dream of it. You dream of being that person, but you're nowhere. You're gonna lack that confidence right now. Okay, so what are some small attainable goals that we can do to just track that progress? Okay, step number 1, being active on my stories every day. Once you start being active on your stories every day, that is a smaller goal. In order to become a big social media influencer, we got to work on so many things, from your brand to the connections that you have to the content that you post to the way that your feed looks. Like, there's so many things involved, but let's work on one thing at a time. Okay, number 2, you build confidence by being competent, and you only become competent by starting from zero in that skill and developing it slowly, which means you become confident through experience. And this is something that is just so important, because the issue is a lot of us are comparing ourselves to someone who kind of has the end results that we want or has the qualities that we want to possess. And we're just looking at the end picture. You will only become that confident person that is doing all those things by developing that skill from zero. I get so many messages every single day. Christina, I want to build that online social media business the way you do, but I don't do social media. I'm so not confident. I can't speak on camera. I can't do content. I don't put myself out there. Yeah, well, neither did I. I was not the person that you see on social media 5 years ago. Absolutely not. But I knew I was only going to become confident by starting from zero with all the skills, from public speaking to the way I post on social media to my communication skills to like every single skill that you can think of that I need in my online business. Every single one of them was starting from zero, and I had to literally grow them up, but I only grew them by developing them and practicing them, and that is how you will gain confidence. I am like one of the most confident public speakers today. I speak in front of rooms of 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 people. I speak on some of the biggest stages in the world. Public speaking is a huge part of what I do. Would you guys believe me if I said public speaking was my biggest fear in like elementary school, high school, even college, okay? It was just my biggest fear. And so for me, when I, really started to do everything that I do online, I saw people that had such a big impact. I saw public speakers, and I'm like, I want to be a person of impact. I want a public speaker. Like, that is so inspiring. But I am not that person. I can't even fathom the fact of me being that person on stage. Like, I would be the person in the back of the crowd watching the people speaking on stage at these very, at these motivational events, at these learning events, and I would be looking at that person on stage. I'm like, me on stage? Yeah, right. But my point is, it was like a dream of mine. I'm like, if I can just one day be that person, like, that is incredible. How was I ever gonna get that confidence to become that person who's no longer scared to public speak? By doing it step by step by step by step. So I started with doing some online Zoom meetings in front of 3-4 people, and then I grew it to a Zoom meeting of 10 people, and then I met in person with 5 people, and then I did a little event in person with 15 people, and then I did an event with 30 people, and I did it over and over and over. And that is how I gained confidence in that one skill of public speaking. And I did that in really every area of my life. So whatever it is that you do, whatever you want to pursue, like whatever goals that you have or whatever it is that you want to achieve, you have to look at, like, I would encourage you guys to like write down all the skills that are needed to become that best version or to hit those goals. And just every day, keep in mind that I need to work on getting better at these skills every single day. What can I do in each of these skills that's gonna make me get a little bit better? Okay, as I go on. Do the things you said you would. And this will also give you that confidence in anything new that you tackle in general, because you know that you keep your word to yourself. And if you just start like having this mindset of any single time you say you're gonna do something, do it. I'm realizing I literally did this to myself as I'm filming this video. So calling myself out again. I was not ready, by the way. Today is a Sunday. On Sundays, I usually have like a reset. I plan my week. It's like a slow Sunday. And I literally looked at my YouTube and I was like, Christina, you need to get back in the flow of posting on YouTube. And just because I said I'm gonna start keeping my word to myself this year, and when I say something, I gotta do it, I literally just got up and I got ready and I filmed the video. So it was like just that immediate trigger of you are keeping your word to yourself. So when you say, I am going to start a TikTok account and actually start posting, you like start that TikTok account and you're gonna build that confidence because your brain knows that you keep your word to yourself. And the more you keep your word to yourself, you will feel so much confident in achieving anything or even tackling any new things, like I said. Okay, number 4 is getting to know yourself. And this is really important because a lot of people, they are not able to get to that confident level. And when I say confident level, in like becoming the person they want to become and achieving the things they want to achieve, because they don't know themselves. And when you don't know yourself, when you don't have self-awareness, it's slack. You're not going to do the things that you said you would. You're not going to be productive. Like it's all like a trickle effect. So it's important that you know the person that you are. And you know your weaknesses, you know what makes you productive, you know what makes you slack off, so that you can also, know what works for you, what doesn't work for you. So for example, there's some people that they need a schedule. Like for me, I don't know what it is. If I don't schedule my day, I don't book myself up the day before, I'm gonna wake up, I'm still gonna do what I gotta do, but I'm definitely not gonna give that day my all. I'm definitely not gonna be able to say I had the most productive day ever, because I'm gonna kind of wake up and go with the flow a little bit. And yeah, I need to call up this person. Yeah, I need to check these emails. Yeah, I need to post this. Yeah, I need to do this. There's a lot of I need to. Whereas when I wake up and I see I have something, boom, at 8 a.m., boom, at 9 a.m., boom, at 10 a.m., I get up and I go. And I end up having the most productive day. So I know that works for me. I know myself. I'm self-aware that self-discipline is what keeps me productive and keeps me going. Whereas there's some people that if they put themselves to a schedule, they will just be so overwhelmed and they're gonna just actually not do any of it because their mind is gonna be so overstimulated that it's just not gonna work for them. So it's important that you know what works best for you. Maybe working out in the morning, you thought it was great, but it actually makes you so tired because you end up getting back from the gym and laying on the couch and watching Netflix for an hour and a half. Waste of your morning. So maybe you're like, I need to start my day right, and I can't start my day right by getting back from the gym and just falling asleep on the couch. It's killing me. So do you got to move your working out to the night? Like, it's really important that you get to know yourself, and the more you're self-aware, you're able to actually, like I said, know what works for you, and overall this will build confidence. A really good way to develop self-awareness is to journal. I talk about journaling all the time because you're able to really talk to yourself, guys. When you journal, like, it's kind of like if someone were to ask you right now, what are your weaknesses? We're gonna lie a little bit. We're not gonna tell the truth. We're not gonna call ourselves out. We just can't fully admit certain truths, okay? It's just who we are. Like, we're not gonna call ourselves out that much as we won't, okay? But when you're journaling, no one's gonna see that journal. Like, you are literally just talking to yourself. So like, if you're gonna, I will never let anyone see my journal. I pour my heart, sweat, blood, tears into my journal about every aspect of my life, okay? But I feel safe. It's like a safe spot. And my point is, because I'm journaling everything, I am able to really learn about myself. I'm able to talk to myself about how did my day go? Why did it go this way? I noticed that, every time I talk to this person, it affects me. I noticed that every time I do this, it doesn't make me feel good. Like, you're really able to just talk to yourself, and the more you're able to talk to yourself and let it out, the more you're going to be able to be aware of what is affecting you, what is not serving you. Okay, what number are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5 is actively create a positive outlook for yourself and your life. I'll share a couple of things that just make me feel so confident, and these are things that I live by. They're just things that are so engraved in me now. One of the being, yes, I've probably heard it before, everything happens for you, not to you. the sense of confidence that I feel in my life in general, because we are in life, and in life things are going to be happening all around us, but I have developed the mindset and I believe it. So, like, you actually cannot make me not believe this at this point, because I am so sold on it that everything happens for me, not to me. So to the point where if something doesn't go my way in my business, immediately I'm like, so like, I wonder why it didn't happen. That means like there's something greater coming, or this is exactly what had to happen for a plot twist to happen that I don't even know is coming yet. Like, another one is a lucky girl syndrome. I'm lucky. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. I am the luckiest girl in the world. I truly wholeheartedly believe this. So like, I'm just lucky. Like, everything works out in my favor. Everything works out in my favor. Like, I'm just lucky. And it overall creates a positive outlook in my life. God is always there for me. Like, I am God's favorite, because just every single thing God has planned for me exactly the way that he has planned it. And even when I don't understand it, I don't need to, because he does, and he knows everything. So even when something doesn't go my way, if something bothers me, just God has the plans for me. And along with this kind of positive outlook, I guess I would say stop being a victim. Stop being a victim. It's so easy to complain about being broke. It's so easy to complain about not growing a following. It's so easy to complain about not having that girl's life. It's so easy to complain about the fact that this girl is living her dream life and you're not. You can keep complaining, or you can do something to change your situation. Okay, number 6 is be fearless. You will gain so much more confidence by being fearless. I recently attended like a big event, and being fearless can look like so many different things. Like, so for example, there was, a room full of very, very highly successful people, way higher level than me, okay? So for me, of course, being one of the smallest people in the room, by the way, that's a very good tip. You always want to be the smallest person in the room, or else you're in the wrong room. So I make sure I'm in the right rooms. But anyways, aside from that point, I was like one of the smallest people in the room, and I looked at all these very successful people. It was a networking event. Obviously, everyone's there to network with one another, share ideas, brainstorm, give each other tips and tricks on how we can all grow and elevate in our own business ventures and whatnot. But did the thoughts run through my head a little bit of, Christina, like, that person is a billionaire. Like, what do you maybe have to say that they don't know? Or, Christina, that person makes 10 times your income. Like, did some of these thoughts skim through my head? Of course. But I gained confidence by just going at it, talking to every single person that I bumped into. And I'm gonna also be confident in the things that I talk about. Like, you know what? I am confident in the fact that I built a multiple 6-figure business in the past couple of years. I'm confident in the fact that I have not worked a job in the past 5 years of my life, because I have really built a successful social media business. Like, I'm confident in these things. So I'm going to share those things with some of these people. So what did I do? I did exactly that. I just shared my highlights. I shared what has worked for me. I shared my accomplishments. I shared the things that, are doing really well for me in the moment. Some things that I shared from my learning experiences or from stuff that I'm doing on social media. And some of these people even said, I actually don't do that. That's really cool, or that's really smart. I do that a lot on Facebook, but I don't do that a lot on TikTok. Oh wow, I'm so much more older than you, so I didn't even realize that YouTube is a platform like that, or that TikTok does that? Like, you were able to do that on TikTok? Like, I didn't even think like that, because I'm much older. I only use Facebook and LinkedIn. Number 1, of course, I gained double the confidence, because I actually realized, oh, Christina, you actually have some stuff to share. But aside from that, it was just the fact that I was fearless. That me being fearless and just going after doing something that made me uncomfortable, I gained confidence by doing that action. Would I have gained confidence by listening to these thoughts in my head and just sat by myself in the room like this? I would feel like a pea. I would feel so small. I would feel like crap. So be fearless. Love this quote. I actually wrote it down. Failing isn't your enemy. It's fearing failure that truly cripples you. I love that. Guys, every single extremely successful person or person that's just killing it right now on what it is that they do, that business or on social media, like whatever it is, they have taken, like, you don't see it, you guys just see the end result of, like, maybe you just see an end result of me sitting on YouTube right now talking to you guys. To even get to this, to be making a video like this and just be talking and laughing and just so, and I know I'm giving value and I'm even a person of value, like, that came from a lot of taking risks from the beginning. That came from a lot of getting uncomfortable. That came from a lot of doing things that scared the heck out of me, but I knew that I had to get the courage within me, or else I will never become that person, or I will never do these things that I actually wanted to achieve. What I, like, the life that I wanted, and like what, like who I am today, the life that I have today, that was way more important to me than that little fear of failure that I had as that person 5 years ago. If you have entered 2024 and you are still watching the people that are living the lives that you want to live, you still are just, you know, dreaming of all these things, and you're saying, I would just wish that can be me. I would love to do what that girl is doing. I would love to have that kind of life. I would love to, and you're still just watching and watching and watching. Why are you watching when there's someone else doing? Why are you just idolizing that person that's living that life when you can be living that exact same life? That person, the only difference is they took those risks. They did those things that you are scared of right now. They were once scared of them. I just encourage you guys to make this year be the year. That, you guys, are some tips onto how you can develop confidence. If you guys have any other video recommendations for me, drop them down below. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram already, follow me on there. Don't forget to like this video if you got value. Also, subscribe to the family, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.